For today's story, I'm gonna read about the oyster and the crow. A hungry crow saw an oyster on the beach one day. He wanted to eat the tasty flesh inside the shell, so he tried open the oyster. First, he used his beak, but he could not open the shell. He even jumped up and down on the oyster, but still he could not open it. A crafty crow came by. She saw what the first crow was trying to do. The crafty crow said, "My friend, may I offer you some good advice? I suggest that you pick up the oyster in your beak, fly high into the air, and then drop the oyster onto the rock below. The oyster shell will break open and you will be able to have your meal." The hungry crow thought that this was a very good idea. He picked up the oyster with his beak and then flew as high as he could. When he was sure that he was high enough, he dropped the oyster on the rocks far below. The oyster shell broke wide. However, the crafty crow was waiting on the beach and he reached the oyster first. He enjoyed a tasty meal, while the hungry crow had nothing to eat. Moral: do not be fooled by people who offer help. They may only want to help themselves. So that's all our story. Good